going on, guys? Tony back with Shed Talk. This is episode 5 of season 3, and I have a phenomenal guest here. We got LA. You guys have seen him before if you're keeping up. If you're not, I'm sorry. Just go back and look. But he was on our Doja Street video at the beginning, or actually in between season 2 and season 3. Wanted to bring him back, have an actual conversation more than just a couple minutes. He's got a lot of stories. He's got a lot of people he's seen in his life. He's got a lot of cool stories to tell us about the traveling he's done and just about LA. So, but first off, obviously want to kick it off with our great sponsor again, Ace Distributing. Appreciate you guys hooking us up. This week we got some Vizzy hard seltzers. It's the only hard seltzer actually made with antioxidant vitamin C. Mm-hmm. Choose your favorite flavor. There's obviously different kind of flavors. What do you got? Black cherry and lime. Mine's pineapple mango. And you can also get the lemonade. Available really at purchase.
Yeah, it's really good.
Available at purchase at a local beer distributor near you.
I'm already tipsy. No, like I've had two. I'm feeling really good.
What do you rate it? What do you give it out of a 10?
I would definitely be like a 9 out of 10.
That's a high rate.
It doesn't it doesn't taste like vodka, it doesn't taste like water, it's just smooth.
Yeah, like I like this one a little bit more. It's I gotta give it like a 7.5. Last week I had the Core Seltzer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rave about that one again. Straight up 9.5 out of 10. I upped my ante on that one.
Okay, I gotta try that one.
You gotta try that one next. Maybe we'll do this again next. I'll bring you some Cores. But
wait, are they local? You said they're local.
Yeah, Ace Distributing's right out of Wrightsville, PA. Okay. Shout out Lancaster County. Shout out Lexus Lipco. Thank you. Yeah, so let's kick it off. Now, obviously, I know a little bit about LA. People know LA from this area, but who is LA and where'd you get the name from?
Oh my God. Oh, LA is a nickname. My real name actually is Lheandrew. So the Lee part is the L, and then the A part is the Andrew.
Right.
It was actually given to me by one of the best directors that I've ever met in the industry. He was like, well, I was telling him I want to be a director, so he was like, I'm gonna just nickname you LA because Leandrew's too long. It was too long. So then his name was like JB or something. So he gave me a nickname, and ever since then, I was like, you know what? In productions, I'm gonna call myself LA. It's like work time. People know me as LA.
Yeah.
But when you're a close friend of mine, like you know me as Lheandrew.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously you got into directing.
Yes.
Videography, everything behind the camera. How did you get started?
Photography.
Okay.
Yeah. I think everything really started with photography, and then I kind of just expanded from it when I moved from the Philippines. I'm originally from the Philippines.
Okay.
Came in here like freshman year of my high school.
Okay.
And then that's when I was introduced into performing.
Okay.
Performing first. It was like musical performance, and then my confidence actually went to its rage where I was like, I want to get involved with the morning announcement. Actually, my director of the musical was like, you need to get into the morning announcements, just be like in front of the camera. And then ever since then, like I just fell in love with like the whole production vibe of it, like becoming a producer, doing like the camera, pitching ideas, and like seeing that in like morning announcements. And like it was like such an iconic moment to me when I was applying for college. That was like my moment. I was like, this is what I wanted to do ever like after like knowing that there's a broadcast journalism side. Because like when I was in the Philippines, bro, there was nothing like this. Nothing like broadcast journalism. It was a third world country, so like I was just introduced to it in high school, and I just fell in love to it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've always wanted to do acting,
yeah,
and singing, but I had the business mindset in the back of my head. So then that's when I tapped into like the production side.
Right. Okay.
And then my family had a camera. Every traveling moments, I would take over the camera, I'd take pictures here and there. And then next thing I know, like junior year of my high school, bro, like started taking pictures of grad photos.
Okay.
Of my friends.
That's pretty cool.
Got paid.
Hey, you got paid too.
So that's it. Yeah, I got paid. It was like $20 per shoot, bro. It would be like a 4-hour shoot of just $20. It was crazy. It was such a crazy moment. And it was like 8 years ago, but that's how it all started, literally.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's a great start. It's kind of, you
photography.
You found your hobby. You found, something that you loved growing up. I actually, funny enough, was in a musical my senior year of high school.
Yeah.
I never did that. A little disclosure to you guys. I'm not Troy Bolton. Never, not even close.
I thought I was.
But no, that was a cool experience when I did that back in the. Now I never got into crazy showcase, getting into like all that kind of stuff. But growing up, I was in a group, Croatian. It's actually what I'm wearing right now, the Croatian warm up.
It's a soccer
Shout
team.
out yeah, Croatian national team. It's I'm very, very passionate about, where we come from. I'm not from there, but I'm fourth generation. My family's just very cultured with the Croatian, except they don't speak the language, which doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. But anyway, we would travel around. There was a group that a bunch of my friends are in, and like they're all Croatian, Serbian, Bosnian, some kind of ethnicity over from that area. And we would do performances like polkas, like like actual singing,
Folk
dancing,
dances.
kind of in a way,
Yes,
yeah. But it's like Balkan, so they call it polka.
Yep,
So
yep.
but it was cool. We got to travel
That was
all
me
around.
elementary,
Yeah.
like did folk dances.
It's cool. Like it was a cool experience, and just something that maybe not a lot of people
Yeah.
know about me either. But that was I
That's
still do it.
That's why you're so good in front of the camera, because you've done it when you were as a kid, and I think that's definitely a big thing. Like when you did a performance before, like your confidence just like continues on. Like that's why you're so okay in front of the camera.
Hey, it's something I didn't think, and the other part of it too. I mean, I've talked about it before. Like I recruit for a living. That's my job. I do talent acquisition. So I work for a company, and all day long I'm talking to people. Maybe it's not behind the camera, but that's where I kind of put 2 and 2 together. And I guess that's where this comes from. And other than shooting the shit, drinking in the shed, that's where it really comes from. But anyway, what's going on, guys? Tony here with Shed Talk. As always, repping our brand, but also our great sponsor. To tell you a little bit about it, Jokes on Us. They're a clothing brand under the Jokes LLC creative company. Their mission is to inspire and instill confidence in those who have been laughed at, misunderstood, and overlooked by the hands of normality through fashion, art, and music. The goal is to inspire people to feel cool enough to spread positivity and speak on important issues. So this season, Jokes on Us is hooking us up, as well as hooking you up, the listener, to the exclusive Shed Talk Season 3 soccer kit. Represent and support your favorite podcast in style. Jerseys come in the vintage black and also the offset white, and features our Shed Talk logo right here on the front, Shed Talk down the sleeve, and Jokes on Us on the front, as well as number 3 on the back for the great Season 3 that we have already started. You get your last name on the back. It's custom made to each order. Check us out on their website at jokesontheworld.com/shedtalk for you to get yours now. Link is under the description below. Make sure that you use the exclusive discount at checkout for all Shed Talk listeners. Jokes on Shed Talk for 5% off on each select item. We like you, we love you, and we'll see you here soon. No, I mean, that's a great story behind it, obviously. Now, tell us a little bit about like the work that you're currently doing. Like obviously you got LAPRINTS. So tell us a little bit about LAPRINTS.
LAPRINTS was just an Instagram page.
Okay.
And then through like I started that in my high school where I was like, you know what? I want to be able to like put my work out and not be able to put out who I am first. Like cause I'm crazy. Like I love to do like dancing and singing, so I didn't want to like take that profession out of my side. So then that's when I created LAPRINTS. So then I just put all my business work out there and be able to just post like all creative stuff other than me and myself.
Okay.
So I that was like an Instagram page. But then after college and I was able to work with the TV production and like bigger production, that's when I see the business side of it.
Yeah.
So LAPRINTS just became a production company itself. It's an amazing thing. With the work itself, been able to really meet a bunch of crazy people. Been able to work with amazing brands, like crazy brands that are already established in this industry. It's just been an amazing journey, but it was just an Instagram page.
That's crazy.
Like it was just it was like kind of a Visco and then turned into like a business itself.
That's so cool. I
Yeah.
mean, but you obviously, and Visco comes from pictures and just all that kind of stuff. So people are like, they see your work, they see you got an eye for that kind of stuff, and they go, wow. Okay.
That's what they say.
Yeah,
They're
but
like,
obviously, look where it's taking you. You know what I mean?
I honestly, I just listen to people. Like that's the most amazing part about like this journey itself, like networking with so many people, because they really what do you call it, recognize your talent, and they say to you, and like that's why I'm so happy for being here, by the way. Thank you so much for
Hey,
having
thank
me.
you.
Because you guys recognize like amazing talents, just like what I do and what other people do. But like without you guys, I would not have known that I could be starting like a crazy thing where I'm able to build up this creativity and just put it all out like on a single art itself. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
Yeah, and it's what it takes too. Obviously, it's like you said, you started on the platform. You started on
Yeah.
Instagram, kind of picked it up, and there's a whole lot. You know, everybody's got the whole. There's algorithms. There's this, that, and the other. No, it also comes down to quality. It comes down to the
Yes.
quality of your work. All that other stuff, all the math, like yeah, that's there because they can play with it behind the scenes.
If
But
you have the talent,
yep,
the numbers itself will just come
absolutely, and
automatically.
the work ethic behind it.
Yes.
And I know you have a hustle to it. That's the biggest part of it. Is
Tony.
it's something you care about. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much. I literally care about image.
Yeah.
Image itself. I care about that so much. Like, and I want to be able to just make sure that like I'm inspiring people rather than like holding people back. Like when it comes to like work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like your baby. So like
Right.
you don't want your baby to be a bad baby. So like
No, yeah.
for me, that's what I look forward to.
And people recognize that, you know, and they recognize that you
Cheers
have a good
to that.
yeah, cheers to
Cheers
that
to
one.
that. Thank you, Vizzy.
But what's the process like behind all of the creation? Like obviously there's some kind of preparation or just your MO to doing it. How do you do it?
With photography itself, it's within the experience.
Okay.
Like I said, when I started in high school, like I just would just keep taking pictures, and I actually interning or like knowing a mentor is probably was an advantage to me. I was interning with someone that was local in like my hometown, Lebanon, PA, and he was great at what he does, and he showed me a lot of things. And then from then on, it just keeps growing. Like I met like an agency called Wilhelmina Agency. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but any models that wants to model, Wilhelmina Agency, they're always accepting. Amazing agency. I was able to meet them, been able to do print work, and then from then on, like I went to Penn State University. Yeah, baby.
We are.
Yes, Penn State. But from then to like networking people, like just letting them know that you take pictures and taking that like opportunity when they say yes, I want to work. Like it's just building that network was basically what had made me become to where I am. It's crazy.
Yeah, networking is such a big tool. I mean, obviously, it's good to know cool people and get to know people just for who they are and what they do. But like, there is a real advantage, obviously, to knowing certain people.
Yep.
And obviously, if you you care about your work, it's
You
not ever
always
about
just want to grow.
right. And it's always one of those concepts. I may have said this before. It's you're not using the network to step over and above. You're using the network to everybody expand and grow.
Yes.
You're using your talents, matching it with the other person's talent, and you just add it together instead of stepping over it. You know what I mean?
Like alignment.
Right. It's all alignment. You're aligning yourself with the right people that care about their work, and it kind of creates a bond. Obviously, it can create a friendship at the same time too, with a lot of different parts and pieces. And there's a lot of people that just they don't recognize that, and it's like that's the tool to life. Just be a good person and surround yourself with good people, business wise, passion wise, friendship wise. There's so much you can do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because the industry itself becomes just a smaller circle.
Yeah.
So you have to be very, very aware of that good intentions.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's the other thing. People in your circle, they better have the right intentions on you instead of using you or vice versa. That's just what it is.
You'll know it though.
Oh yeah.
Once the more you are into the industry and what you do, like you'll know the goods and the bads and when to not and when to distance. Like
right.
And
Absolutely.
I've learned that myself. It's an amazing thing.
Yeah, and that's a part of it too. It's all a learning experience. Whether you have good memories, bad memories, there's always that in between. There's no straight shot to the top. You gotta take some hits
patience.
too.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Patience.
Like when it comes to this industry, patience. Patience is just what you want to do. Just don't do things just because you want to do them. Do it because that's what you're like encourager for. Like as a videographer to like if you have a video project, like it's hard for you to work on a video project when you're not super passionate to it. Like it's so much faster though when you're so into the video project and like that's what you want to do. Like that shit gets done like so fast.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's one thing I carry on from then on, like once I learned that, I was like, I'm only doing things that like even 10 years from now, 5 years from now, it's something I would still post.
Yeah. So
That's
keep it consistent. Keep it to what you love.
yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
That's how we've been growing. I love it.
Yeah.
Still growing. Networking itself. I want to do more.
Yeah.
And dream big. That's what my dad always says. Dream bigger, dream bigger, dream bigger, dream bigger. Even once you reach your first goal, dream bigger.
That's exactly it. I always had the inspiration of, you only get today, maybe tomorrow
Yes.
comes, and also, you might as well shoot for the stars, because if you hit the clouds, I mean, look what you did.
Yes.
If you hit the clouds, you already got 3/4 of the way there. Not everybody's gonna be that top guy, but hey, we're gonna try. We're gonna try to be the best person that we can be as people.
And once you meet those people that are like, you look up to, that are on the top, you can do it.
Oh yeah,
you can do anything.
Yeah, and I mean, I know a lot of the work you've been doing. There's a lot of cool names you've been working with. I saw, and I have to inquire on this. You were with Sway Lee.
Yes!
That's insane. I saw that, and I was like, I gotta ask him. What was it like working with Sway Lee?
That's alignment.
Okay.
That's blessing and alignment. I was going through, a couple weeks before that, I was just going through myself. Like, I was having, like, such, not bad timing, but, like, I was just, like, wanted to push myself, like, to more things. And then I took a break. It was my birthday weekend. My cousin's bachelor. It was just so perfect timing that we needed to be in Florida. We were staying at this hotel. If anybody wants to go to Miami, Madrion Hotel.
Okay.
Madrion Hotel. That's where the vibes are at.
Okay.
I knew that. So very grateful that I knew that, because that's when we got to saw him and everything just aligned. Like, we stopped at the elevator, got to meet him. My friend got his phone number, and ever since then, like, he just kept inviting us with him. So I was just like, yeah, let's go.
So
and
cool.
I took my chance. Like,
Yeah.
These are the moments where you have to take your chance. Like, I love Sway Lee. I love Sunflower.
Yeah,
like,
he's a great artist.
Yes.
Like, he's amazing.
Oh my God, he's very, very well known in this industry. So I was nervous. Steph nervous, but like, I had that. I was just like, he's so like chill. Like, he's inviting us everywhere. So I was like, bro, let me take pictures of you.
Right.
That was it. That conversation. And then he was like, yeah, go grab your camera. Just a couple of candids. Let's do it. And then took that moment, and it was just amazing. Like, everybody loved that moment. I love that moment. For me, it was amazing.
I mean, how cool is that? Like, what are the odds? You know what I mean?
Yes.
But you take the chance that you get.
Yes.
That's awesome. Like,
Yes.
That was so cool. I was like, these guys with Sway Lee right now.
Bro.
That's sick.
Bro. It was an amazing moment. It was definitely a blessing. But after that, it was more blessings and more people that are within the industry itself. Like, whoa, it was like moments after moments after moments after moments, and had the hustle, business mindset. So now we're making business moves within that networking itself. That's what I'm saying with
that's
networking.
amazing. That's so cool, because that's all it takes. You gotta be in it like all the time. Obviously, like you said, you were on vacation. You were out for your birthday. You were out for a bachelor party.
Who the fuck knew?
Right, you're out in fucking Miami, and look who you run into, and it's like, okay, well, while I'm here, boom. You got to take the chances, or you're not going to get them.
Yes.
They're obviously, the corny quote is, you miss 100% of the shots you don't make. That's a real thing. I mean, you got to try. If they say no, then you tried.
Yes.
At least you tried. Everybody gets a no. You don't get everything you want in life,
Yeah, so when I had the chance with anything, though, I always say yes to everything.
Yeah.
So, like, when you guys invited me here, too, yes, I know this is going to bring such great opportunities in the moving forward for us, for me, for you guys. So,
hey, and I just like talking to cool people.
Yeah.
So that's what it's about. And somebody that has a story to them, too. That's a great thing. Got to have conversation. Got to be able to, learn about that other person. And genuinely, I think the other thing about, like, podcasting and everything just in general is, you gotta care about it. You gotta care about the person you're sitting next to. It's all that matters. Like, you want to learn about them because you want to learn about them, not for any other reason. That's the cool thing. I like knowing people. That's why I'm a recruiter. Like, I like getting to know somebody's story.
That's why I said you're so good in front of the camera, bro.
So, like, who were some of the biggest motivators or inspirations to your work? Like, any specifics?
I feel like every single time it changes, like whenever I meet like certain new people.
Okay.
Because like I feel like everybody had their own different stories. Like getting to know people's different stories are like inspiring to me.
Yeah.
So it differs every day, but dad,
Okay.
love dad.
Hey, that's one of my biggest inspirations. Yeah.
I think that's the reason why I'm working. It's just to like give back to what he has given to me. You know,
That's the
growing
goal.
up with my family itself. Biggest inspiration, my old self.
Okay.
I don't know why, but like, bro, like my family didn't come from anything. Like, so like knowing myself, like 10, like how old am I? 24, like 24 years ago. It's like such a great, like, an amazing growth to see. So definitely looking forward like to my future self. Um, Everybody around me, my friends. My friends are my biggest inspiration. Cause like for me, when I think about it, it's like my opportunities are their opportunities.
Right. That's always, yeah, it's a good way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean,
And
it's good you have personal ones. That's always a good one.
yes,
Did you ever,
honestly,
yeah.
close ones. And then of course, like the celebrities and like the people I work with are amazing, amazing people because they just teach me more stuff that I don't know.
Yeah, you learn something new every day from people that are in it with you. You know,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. And they all have, like you said, everybody has a different story.
Yeah.
Everybody's got another piece of advice to give you.
Yeah.
You got to be like a sponge, soak it all in, because then it just creates who you are.
Yes.
That's what I've learned. At least you learn a little
Yeah.
bit from every little person. You don't mimic it. You
Yeah.
take it into your own.
Yeah.
And learn from what you just learned. So
Yeah.
it's
Like
it's
if I
just
were
what it is.
like if I were to name every single person that I have met in my life, they have changed somewhat inside like who I am growing up.
Yeah, there's so. I mean, they say, you know, there's all these, you know, people that come into your life. It'll be for a season, it'll be for a lifetime, it'll be for a short term, it'll be for a long term. You know, there's a whole lot of different people you met in your life.
Like some of them we're not as close with, but like they still have like made me realize something as a person.
And even those people, like, for example, because I went off to college too. I mean, I went to Bloomsburg for 4 years, and
you did.
Yeah, I went to Bloom, graduated in 2018. I was actually just there this past weekend. That was cool to see a bunch of the alum.
The graduating classes.
Okay, because I was in a fraternity and my little was graduating, and I was catching up. I was KDR, KDR Bloomsburg. Yeah, they just got kicked off campus, but. Whatever.
I'm dead.
Whatever. It happens. I talked about that with Dave, but yeah. But anywho, no, it's cool to, you know, because those people, like, for example, there were a couple of my pledge brothers that I ran into that we went through pledging, we went through everything, you know, together throughout college, and you know, I don't see him all the time anymore because, for example, my buddy Sante lives in Scranton. I don't see him. Yeah, it's a 2-hour drive, but to see him, my old roommate Dan, and other people, I was like, man, all you gotta do is. You go back, it's like the next day never changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like nothing's changed. We're back on the same page. We're both chilling. You know, it's cool.
See, those are the people that really inspire me because like it humbles you back to like not even humbles, but it brings you back to like who you were in the very beginning and you're sticking to that. Like they make sure that like you're on the right path itself as a person. Yeah.
You always gotta check in on your people too. I mean, that's such a big part of it. Like we talk about and a lot of times on podcasts about mental health and you know, that's such a big thing for me, losing a buddy, you know, with suicide. And that's always a tough ride, you know.
I'm sorry.
And it is what it is. But that's why part of this inspiration, it kind of comes from doing this, is you want to be able to talk to people, talk to them about themselves, make themselves, you know, it's a little bit of a confidence boost, like to get to know and like talk and get people get to hear you on camera or hear you through Apple or Spotify, you know what I mean? They get to hear your voice.
Yeah, you guys have this on podcasts on Apple, like the actual podcast itself. Yeah, I saw that.
We're across the board. I mean, we're on YouTube, we're on Google Podcasts, Spotify.
You guys keep
Anchor.
doing this. Please keep doing this.
That's the hope. I'm gonna continue to do this. I just got to get my own shed. That's the next goal. That's one of my goals for 2022.
Listen,
is by mid 2022, I will have my own shed in my yard.
Say it.
This place is great, but like, there's a whole lot I can do to this and make it a lot cooler.
Well, I'm excited to have the other shed talk on your newest shed.
We'll have our reunion back in the shed, new shed, because believe me, that
and we'll have more new things to talk about.
That's the best part. I can't wait to have, you know, reunion episodes and talk to people because every day is different.
Yes.
Every day is so
Bro,
fun. Every day changes you.
is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Man, today was a nightmare. I had work. Work's great. Everything's great at work. It's just one of those days where it's like, everything's on fire. You need to put it out. I'm like, okay. What do I do?
you got a 9 to 5, boss. And
yeah, that day is...
Man. I slept all day today just waiting for this to happen. That was what I did.
I wish.
I like woke up, edited, and I was like, you know what? Done editing. I'm ready for my like interview because I was so nervous. But, like, I feel amazing.
Hey, this is supposed to always be casual. It's obviously we're behind the camera where you're gonna hear us, you're gonna hear our voice, but this is always supposed to be just a casual conversation to get to know people, get to know you. Obviously, they sadly know me, but you know, thanks for always tuning in. But just from your perspective, I mean, like, what's next for you? I mean, what are the big plans for LAPRINTS? Just the whole shabam.
A lot. Literally a lot.
Okay.
Like I said, I dream bigger and bigger every day. So like, every day is going to be different. So, but like, there's a lot of projects coming up. Just exciting stuff.
Hey, that's the best part of it because you can feel the excitement sitting next to you. Like, you're like, man, something crazy's about to happen. Y'all have no idea.
Yeah. Like, I wish. Yeah, there's some things that are big projects coming up. So I'm definitely excited to share that with you guys, and you guys will be the first one to know it. Once it's all released and once it's all contracted and all of that, you know. So
that's
just
exciting.
A lot of fashion, a lot of music. Sorry, I'm burping.
Oh. Thanks, Busy.
Yeah, no, but seriously, like, just a lot of bigger stuff, upgrading and growing from what I am now, and just bigger and bigger stuff.
That's awesome.
I wish I could tell.
It's gotta be locked in the box. We'll save it for another time.
Nice. Maybe I'll come back again, like once it's all released and whatever.
And he'll be able to share the how it got there and what everything.
Yeah, no, some of them too are like not even including LAPRINTS. Some of them are just including like modeling experiences, acting experiences, like growing me as an artist itself.
That's
like,
awesome.
Yeah,
and it's cool that you can have like a lot of different avenues to what you do too. It's
not
just you're not just behind the camera. You know what I mean? Like,
not now,
right?
Not anymore.
Hey,
not just
that's
anymore.
cool to know.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to now you're gonna be in front of the camera.
Yeah, so. And LAPRINTS itself as a company and as an agency itself is growing. So like, we have more people that we're gonna introduce as the creatives, under a photographer and as a videographer itself. So. The team itself is growing. We have stylists, we have managers, we have a whole agency going on right now. Nice. Because like, it has just, LAPRINTS has given so much like opportunities when it comes to brands and just like, so I want to be able to share those opportunities now to other people, and that's why we're growing the agency side of LAPRINTS.
That's awesome.
What? It's so crazy to say it. It's literally so crazy to say
it. I bet it is. Like, it's your baby. Like,
it was
an
Instagram,
and now look where it is. You know what I mean? And where is it going next? That's the best part of it. It's going to continue doing this.
Yes.
And shooting upwards.
All blessings. All blessings.
Got to manifest it, like you said. But
all blessings.
But either way, I mean, I know we've talked about it, but like, what do you want people to know about you as a creative, and what advice maybe you have for people that are looking to do what you're doing?
Yeah. If I can do it, so does everybody else can. Like, I literally, like, I'm no joke, no cheesiness, none of that BS. Like, I came from nothing. Like, my family literally came from nothing. My family would usually like sell like fishes down in the market in the Philippines. So like, and then I was able to come to the US to like take every single opportunity as much as possible with whatever you would love to do.
Yeah.
Because it'll work out. At the end of the day, it's just gonna work out. Stay true to yourself. Don't ever compare yourself to others. It is your own story. You know, I always say, like, my life is a movie. It is your own movie. Create your own movie. And just, like, always try to inspire others, because I feel like afterwards, like, once you reach your goal, I think your goal after reaching your goal is to help others get to where you are.
Yeah.
And I think that's what has given me more opportunities, sharing my knowledge to other people and just seeing these people win. with you is amazing.
Yeah, I 100% can agree and love every part of that. You touched on a big point there with, people, your goal is to, inspire others, and your
Yeah.
goal is to, what you're doing and the knowledge that you were given and you went out and got, they want to have that same knowledge. So you're
Yeah.
able to teach and help people. And that's something that I've thankfully been able to do actually of recent. And people have been asking me questions about how to do like things like Shed Talk and like the
Yeah.
podcast, like even the sound, could be the production. People hit you up and it's like,
Yeah.
wow, like people are like paying
Those
attention
people
that much.
those people respect you.
Yeah,
And that's what's like so amazing about it, like to knowing that they respect you, that they ask you questions about it, because that's what I used to do when I used to intern as a photographer, like to that local photographer, Savvy You, shout out to you, thank you so much. No, he's amazing. He's literally an amazing photographer. But like without me asking questions, it's like so crazy because now those are the same situations that I'm getting. It's like people ask us for questions. And it's
yeah,
like, shit, like I get to share this knowledge to you, and I tell them like, do this. It's amazing.
yeah.
It's an amazing opportunity, and I think that's like what I'm looking forward to moving forward in my career itself. Like there's
Yeah.
just so much to learn.
There is, and I mean, knowledge is power. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so much more that I know I can do. For example, with Shed Talk, like there's
Yeah.
so much more that it can be done to it.
Yeah.
It's same with LA and LAPRINTS. Like you have a lot more to do. Like we've done enough. We're doing enough. We're doing a lot.
This is so crazy.
That's what I mean. But look where we're gonna go with things.
Don't be afraid. Don't be don't be scared. Like, and if you are, like, talk to people about it too. Like that's definitely another one. Like being confident itself. Like once you've reached a couple accomplishments, like your confidence will just like get to its highest level, and then like you're gonna come to a point where you can't even stop.
Right. Yeah, and it's gonna continue going. No, and you kind of briefly you tapped in on something that's kind of cool. Obviously reach out. Like you said, if you're feeling some type of way, like obviously, as a creative, we all have our own struggles. We all, I definitely have, my own mental health issues and things that I go through, every day. Obviously, there's a confidence boost when you do something really cool. You're doing something for your brand.
Yeah.
But there's always those times too where you always hit a spot. You hit a pin.
Yeah. Well, that's when you take a pause.
Yep.
Take a pause, but doesn't mean don't stop.
Right. That's every time. And
Yeah.
that pause moment is really for you to, like you said, you take a step back, you figure it out, and you have, honestly, I know I have my group of people. Like I reach out to my group of people. Hell, my girlfriend, one of the most supportive people in my life, my parents, my good friends. I mean, I talk to a lot of people just to really, I'm like, yeah, I'm in this pause moment. How do I get out of this pause moment? Obviously, in the end, you're the one that gets you out of the pause moment. How do you press play again?
Yeah.
And we got to get
You know
to
what
that
I do
point.
at those moments?
What do you do?
I literally look back to every single accomplishments that I've done. It brings back your confidence, bro.
Oh yeah.
It does. It's amazing. Like
And
that's what I do.
And those things are, obviously it's not a boast brag kind of thing. It's like, look what I did. Like, and people
I don't even
ask me to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't even, when you meet me, like I don't even talk about all my accomplishments until you're asked to, because I'm too shy to talk about it. Like
hey.
Talent speaks for itself.
Right. Absolutely it does. And it's just something that, I've talked about it before a lot of times, is you really gotta, not be afraid to express yourself, not be afraid to be who you are. It's just you live your life, you do what you need to do, and you can inspire a lot of people that way. Even we're all people.
You're amazing. You're so dope. Like you're amazing.
Appreciate that one, bro.
This is so dope. This is so dope.
This is why we do it, man. It's fun. But I appreciate you stopping by. It's good that you came all the way from Lebanon, came in to stop into the shed. It's a great place to be.
It is.
But outside of the shed, I mean, where can they find you?
Follow me on Instagram at Lheandrew, Lheandrew, and at LAPRINTS at TheLAPRINTS. I want to make sure I get that right. I'll be starting up some YouTube channels soon, so definitely look out for that. What else? The Mod 570, Free Press, Mastery Brand, and just more stuff coming up. But definitely follow me on Instagram, because that's like my biggest platform right now.
Absolutely.
And I'll be around town. I'll be in Miami, LA, New York, everywhere. Let me know what's good. I'm down to shoot and down to collab all the time. So please just slide in my DM.
There you go. Shoot your shot. There you go. Well, obviously, you guys, you know where to find us. You can find our amazing producer behind the camera at NeilDM22 all over the board. Follow his Twitter page. He's an asshole on Twitter, but that's okay.
Oh
we love him anyways.
Hi, Tony.
Yeah, you can find me. You can obviously find me at Tony Shed Talk across the board. You can follow us at Shed Talk Podcast, Instagram, Twitter. You can find our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out. Give us a follow. If you enjoy it, continue listening because we got a lot more coming. But before we wrap up, as always, I love to end with our final Shed Thought. Little corny this time around. Sometimes I do a little bit of inspiration. Sometimes it just depends on the mood. But mine today is just don't forget to smile. And the reason I say that, as corny and cheesy as that really does sound, is like life sucks at times. Like every day is not easy. You know, like I was saying before, you know, work was one of those days I'm like, man, like what? Why'd all this shit happen to me today? But whatever. It is what it is. It's not a bad day. It was just like, what the hell moment. You know, it was one of those. Yeah. But I can say a year ago today, I actually got fired from my first job. Crazy enough. Literally got fired from my first job out of college. Wasn't of my fault. I'll say that to the day I die. It was kind of, I don't like to put the COVID excuse out there, but the COVID excuse. But I learned a lot from that moment. And it was one of the hardest points of my life because I've never been fired. I've never had something like that happen before. But I look now today, like we talked about, where we're going. Just smile because life is so much better right now. And life continues to get better every day. You're going to have points in life that suck ass. It's always going to be that way. But there's always times you got to remember to just continue smiling and continue doing what is best because all you can do is continue to move forward.
Yes.
Continue to smile, guys. Like, that's all we ask for. So, as always, guys, thank you again for tuning into the Shed.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, LA, for stopping in.
Thank
and
you,
as
guys.
always, we like you. We love you. We'll see you next time in the Shed. We're out.